Hey, everybody, welcome back to Unfiltered, the podcast where we say the things we probably shouldn't, but definitely need to. Tonight is one of those episodes because we're talking love, loss, delusion, and that "are you up" text that always shows up when you're finally doing okay. Breakups that felt like freedom, makeups we had absolutely no business agreeing to, green flags we ignored, red flags we ignored, and the one person who somehow still has a VIP pass to our heart and our phone. So whether you're blocked, unblocked, or pretending you don't care, this episode is for anyone who's ever said "I'm done" and texted back anyway. So panel, are you ready to be honest tonight?
Yes, we
Yes,
are.
we are.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna start light. No trauma yet, just bad decisions. So, what's the dumbest reason you ever went back to an ex?
Okay, for me, I would say the dumbest reason why I went back to an ex was because, sorry, okay. The dumbest reason why I went back to an ex would be because they felt like familiar. I know I can't talk, so sorry. And I feel like that being familiar with a person like can make you feel like safety when you lonely and stuff. But even though it's the same thing that hurt you before, so that would be my dumbest reason why.
I
Honestly,
feel that.
listen, no judgment, okay? So, like Marlena said, familiar, like that's what I knew. And good D, y'all. Good D.
I feel like I went back to X because they begged to come back, even though I'm the type of person who give people multiple chances, even though I know I see no change in the motherfucker.
I personally have never went back to an ex. I feel like when I'm done, I'm done. Cause I'ma give it all I got the first time around. So hey, if you ain't appreciate that, you ain't appreciate that. That's on you.
Okay.
The only one time I did is because I felt like there was still a spark. So I tried to give it all I can, but my ex said, no, we're done. And then, like, she texted me, sorry, but it was like, I try to give you all I can, but you just give up easily. I'm like, why should I give you another chance when you give up on me easily? Even though you know I try my hardest. So, yeah.
Anybody else want to share theirs?
I want to say being comfortable with the person. Like, it goes with, like, the familiarity thing and just being comfortable. And, yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna say I went back to an ex because she had some good, you know what I'm saying, and like being comfortable and not wanting to be alone, like for real. Like yeah, that might be the dumbass reason. And she can cook too, so yeah, that was yeah.
Okay.
I've never went back.
All right. All good reasons. So, let's be honest. Have you ever blocked someone just to unblock them 10 minutes later?
All the time.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, hell
Absolutely.
yeah. I
Oh,
can,
I
bro.
Absolutely.
Yes.
If someone on here said no, they'd be lying.
I'm
right.
about to be
Oh,
the one that
boy.
says no. Once you block, you stay blocked. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I'm not. I don't. I disagree.
I love to block somebody. Make me mad. Block. And
Okay,
then I'm like,
but you're about to unblock them. So what's the point of blocking
okay, it
them?
don't matter if I'm finna unblock you. You finna feel these little blocks for 10 minutes to an hour to a day.
Yeah, I felt that. I feel like I'm the type of person I would even block my friends. So it don't mean that we're not
Right.
friends no more, but I just needed a moment. I blocked
Cause
my sister. Shit, I just need a second. Like, but you gonna still be my sister at the end of it. We gonna still be back good.
right, exactly. Cause I promise
Facts.
y'all, I didn't block Kendall for a good 3 minutes before. No shame in my game.
So I gotta ask, you're the only one on the panel, Jordan, that said no.
Look, if you know me, my
You're not.
phone. Listen, once you're blocked, you get a tombstone as your name.
Hold
And
on. Can I call your bluff for a second, though?
I was gonna
okay,
say.
listen.
I don't think
The
that's
question.
right.
How's it not right? Who did I block and I unblocked the next minute?
So we're not gonna bring up their name, but Jordan, they were in a group chat with us, and you indeed blocked them twice and unblocked them each time.
Are you talking? No.
Yes.
The question was,
Hot 4K.
have you ever blocked somebody and unblocked them the next minute? It's been a
It
couple
said
months.
like 10 minutes later. Yes, you did.
I never did. I never unblocked somebody 10 minutes later.
Okay, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt and say an hour.
Nah, it'd be months. It'd be months.
No.
It'd be months.
She said it's not the
Alright.
10 minutes, it's the hour.
So, what were you hoping that they do? Like, did you check to see if they noticed? This is for everybody who answered.
I don't care if you know this, baby. You gonna feel this hurt. I ain't gonna lie.
Yes, I did. Like, I unblocked them to see if they tried texting me, and they didn't. So I blocked them back.
Yeah, but I'm the type of person like where okay, if I unblock you, I'll give you a good little minute to see if I unblocked you. Like at least text me or something. If you ain't text me, you most likely going back on the block list, and I don't care. You'll be blocked forever at that point because I'll send you a goodbye message and then go on about my day.
I've had a couple
What about-
different reasons.
Okay.
Like one is that like to see if they notice, but then also like to see if I'd leave them alone.
Testing your limits, yeah. Okay. Anybody else?
I wouldn't say that I would like check to see if they like notice. It's more like I'll wait until I'm over it and then wait for them to bring it up to be like, oh yeah, I tried to reach out to you. Oh yeah, you did. You noticed, huh?
All right. So let's see. What's the pettiest thing you did during a breakup? Ooh, this is gonna get interesting.
Oh, I got a good one. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I just wanna say, let's remember this is a safe space. So legally,
Gotcha.
emotionally questionable. You know, we want to know.
Wait, what's the
All
question?
right.
I'm sorry. What's the question?
What's the pettiest thing you did during a breakup?
I ain't gonna lie, I had pulled all the spark plugs out my baby mama car. I ain't gonna lie to you. I did. I unplugged all the hoses and everything. Cause I had the spare key and I'm like, oh, you think you finna, oh, okay. And I took them like I did. And she called me like, are you serious? I'm like, hell yeah, like yes. Yeah, that shit was petty as hell.
I called her mama and I was fucking told her mama hurt, and then I had dinner at her mom's house that night.
You guys might hate me after this, but she did so bad for me. Like she was so wrong for this that I regret this. Trust me, I regret this. But she did so much bad things about me during the relationship. My friend told me like, "Hey, I heard what happened. You know E, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's a girl." She was like, "You want E to go fight her or what?" I was like, "Do it." And then and I regret it.
Oh wow.
As for me, I just talked to someone else on the phone and he listened.
Yeah. She's
See,
like, I'll
like
fight her. I'll fight her. You want to be happier? I'll fight her. I was like,
I
please
don't
do it.
know. I feel like mine's mid compared to y'all's. Like, all I did was mess with my ex homeboy, but then at the time it was a game at first. So when I first started messing with his homeboy, I took the homeboy phone. I took a picture of me and that person's car, and then I sent it to the ex on the homeboy phone, like through little Snapchat streak. But then after that, I actually called feelings. But that's the only thing I did. I think I didn't do a lot, so I think
It's the pettiest reason, right?
It's the
Yes.
pettiest thing or the pet. Once I came home from being incarcerated, and this was only on my 4 month stint. Once I came home from being incarcerated and her being in my home on my sofas on my bed, I was so mad at him, not so much on her because he owed me the loyalty, not her, after being married to him. So I fucked his new girl.
Damn.
I love it.
Things I couldn't do.
Anybody else got stories?
The pettiest thing I ever did was me hiding my baby daddy's weed bongs.
Oh. Okay. All right. So, are you the leave first type or the wait until they mess up type? And if you wait, be honest, are you already emotionally gone?
Isn't that the same type? But isn't that
Well,
the same type?
Okay.
if we being honest, I can't leave first. Bro, I don't know. Just leave me, please. I don't know how to break up.
So for me, even after they've done too much, I still don't leave. So I guess I'm just the dumb type.
I mean, I waited.
I guess it depends on whether or not I get caught them cheating or not.
Yeah, I wait until they mess up. Once they mess up, then I'll get the fuck on. I ain't gonna even lie to you. Like, fuck it. Like,
I'm gonna be honest. I feel like me. One time, we were just talking. We dated for a little bit, but I just didn't feel a spark, and I just told her I didn't feel like you're interested really into me like that. And she's like, why? And I was like, because like I always had to text you first. You don't talk to me first. Like I always had to start the conversations, and like I just didn't feel a spark like you like me back. That's why I think we should just move on and be friends. And yeah.
See, I'm like Kendall. I feel like I'm the dumb type because you'll mess up and I'll still talk to you, take you back or whatever. But then it does get to a point like where if I'm getting too out of character, too emotional, then I just be like, okay, you done messed up, so hey, this is my reason to leave now. But sometimes it's more like I emotionally attach first. I mean, I said attach, detach first, and then when they mess up, I'll be like, okay, I'm already emotionally detached, so it's just easier for you to leave.
I'm just like my friends, the dumb type. I'ma stay. I'ma stay until like you hit like one of the things that like I'm like I know I can't fuck with that shit type shit. But I'ma stay. I give people chance after chance, but after some time, how many chances does somebody get?
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. We're gonna get a little bit uncomfortable now. You guys ready for this? Okay, good. Do you think most people go back out of love or loneliness? I know we kind of touched on that a little bit earlier. You guys had mentioned some of that, but let's hear it again.
I definitely feel like it's loneliness. I feel like you're going to something that you already know. And I feel like if you go back for love, then you should have never left because love should have still been there.
Yeah, I agree.
I feel like you can go back to love. You should, but if you just get out of a relationship, take some time to think like, what'd you do wrong? What could I do better? Like, I know I did a lot of mistakes, and I own up to it. Like during a relationship, I'm like, dang, I should have done that. I should have done that way. So like, I was thinking about it. Like, my past relationship was like 3 months total. I was like, dang, I should have done better. And I knew that.
Can I get the question one more time?
Sure. Do you think most people go back out of love or loneliness?
I'm gonna say loneliness. I feel like if you were going back for love, it would have never like departed in that way. I don't know.
Oh dang, I didn't even know we were on a new question.
I'm
Yeah, I
gonna
definitely
say,
agree with the biggest for loneliness. But some people go back out of love because some people can't just like Exactly. People go back because of comfort. That's what they know. Trauma bonds. So I'm just gonna say loneliness.
I
I'm gonna
agree with that.
say loneliness, definitely what Kendall said on the trauma bond, and just being, just lusting, just the plain horniness. That's what they're used to, so that's what they go back to.
I agree with Kay.
I agree with everybody, but I would say loneliness the most though, because I feel like love doesn't make you shrink or settle. Loneliness convinces you that something familiar is better than being alone, even when it hurts. So that's why I'm gonna say I feel like it's loneliness more than love. Like some people do go back out of love because they didn't grew like so much with each other that they don't know nothing else. But then sometimes people just get bored and be like, "Hey, if I can get my ex back, then I'm gonna go get him back." Cause I know that I be doing that sometimes. So shoot.
So this is kind of a follow-up question to that one. How do you tell the difference? Like, have you ever confused comfort with love?
Hell no. Hell no.
So you
Me,
know it's strictly just,
I
that's
mean,
your comfort place and that's what you're doing?
Yes, I feel like when it comes to comfort, it's like that's where you're comfortable. It's like you're literally comfortable. Love isn't always comfortable. It makes you uncomfortable. If anything, like your partner is pushing you to grow to be the best version of yourself and things like that. When you're comfortable, it's just they there.
Like to say,
Listen.
please.
Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Kendall.
I'm gonna say I know the difference between the two. But once you get comfortable, I feel like that's when the relationships always like dull down or start to go down the drain. Like I don't know, but yeah.
Look, listen, loneliness is when you want to. Love is when you have to.
Can you repeat the
Okay.
question, Jess? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just a follow-up of how you can tell the difference between, the love and the loneliness, and have you ever confused comfort with love?
Yeah, I did. And comfort with love is because the person makes you feel comfortable. They know you inside and out, like everything about you. And but once the love's lost, the love's lost. It's gone, and you're emotionally detached, but you're just there because it's just like you're comfortable. They know you. You don't have to get to know someone else new. You don't have to put in as much work. And I don't know. Yeah.
Okay. So let's see. Which hurts more, the breakup or the almost relationship ending?
the breakup. I'm gonna say the breakup because, like, I'm just gonna be real. Like, the breakup, that shit sucks. It hurts. Like, almost what could have been. Oh well, whatever. But when you together and you with a person and you day in day out and oh I love you and you always around this person and y'all spending time, and then when it ends, it's like, bro, it seems like a piece of you just left. Like I don't know. Like I ain't. I see. I done been in long ass relationship, 8 years, 6 years. So it's like it's the breakup for me. I'm just gonna be real. It's the breakup.
Mm-hmm.
I would say breakup because, like, if you have a partner, that partner will always motivate you, always help you. Like, you always help each other out. I feel like I might be wrong though, but I don't know. But from what I had, like, and when you break up, you don't have that person by you no more, like your best friend.
See, I say the almost um like relationship ending because I feel like they hurt worse. Like because you're not really like upset about the person. You're like upset about the future you imagine with the person. Like I feel like when you almost ending, it's like no closure or nothing. It's just a whole bunch of unanswered questions. And so with unanswered questions and like your head filling up with a whole bunch of stuff, I feel like that hurt more because it's just like, dang, what could have been rearranged when it's almost ending. But the breakup, I feel like, or at least me personally, like I didn't I didn't adapt to it, if that makes sense.
Well, can
That's
I?
totally, yeah.
Well, I'm like with her saying that, I'm gonna be like, but it was almost or what could have been. Like, at least like when you in a relationship and you fall in love with a person, but what if I could have fell in love with a person? Like, okay, almost like, I just know it's the breakup. It's really the breakup. I
No, it
don't.
is the breakup that hurts the most because you
Yes.
literally spend your whole time with that person day and night,
Mm.
conversation after
What's the question?
conversation. Like,
The
Honestly, I feel like
question,
Yeah, can we repeat the
oh,
question?
yeah. The question is, which hurts more, the breakup or the almost relationship ending?
That's it's definitely the breakup.
Sure.
Yeah, like
So I'll just say I can see where Marlena's coming from, because sometimes the what could have been hits harder than the actual loss. You're sitting here um, dreaming of what could have been in this relationship, and then you're in a relationship, and I don't know. I guess I see both ways.
But imagine having a
but why
broken
would you be
heart
upset?
though.
Why would you
Imagine having a broken heart over what could have been. Like, you could have got your heart broken. What if they would have broke your heart? Imagine somebody breaking your heart. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's a little different when you like, okay, well, I could have got my heart broken. Well, at least it was early and I found out before I fell in love or before I put my feelings all into it. You see what I'm saying? So it's
But
like,
my thing is, sometimes people do fall in love with the almost. Like, it's just y'all never officially got into the thing, if that makes sense. Like,
that's you're basically being set up something that did not happen. You just your dreams and your thoughts that's what you're thinking of. That shit didn't happen. So how you gonna be upset at something that didn't happen?
No, I definitely agree with Marlena too, because before you even like, you can have a situationship with that person to where y'all could have grown, like you could have grown feelings in that short amount of time, or you thought y'all were gonna go to bigger and better things, and then once that person is like, nope, I'm done, that should be hurting. I ain't even gonna lie,
I
it
mean, but
do.
I would be upset, but I wouldn't be as hurt as if I just spent, like, say for instance, like y'all probably spent, let's say y'all spent 2 weeks together or a month together, compared to spending 8 years of your life with a person and then they
Yeah,
break your
but
fucking heart. Like,
sometimes even when you spend 8 years with somebody, you mentally check out before you physically check out. So therefore, sometimes it don't even hurt then.
that means you never really had love for that person if that shit didn't.
yeah,
I
No,
wouldn't
it
yeah, Kendall, I
doesn't.
feel you on that.
I
No,
wouldn't
you
say
can
you never
mentally check out before you physically check
that,
out.
I was
yeah,
just
I
gonna
agree
say
with
that
that. That's
because
what I was gonna say.
I
Yeah,
That's
wouldn't
absolutely
say
agree.
you
different.
never loved that person, because clearly you did if you spent this much time for them. But I know people that, like, they then love somebody so long. For instance, I know somebody that was married for 10 years. They lost love after a, a good 7 years, and then they stayed 2 more years, and it ended, and they said the breakup wasn't that bad because they like mentally just checked out but waited to end it officially, if that makes sense. So I wouldn't say that like that means you never loved that person, because clearly you did. You just maybe feelings weren't mutual anymore. Like, people do lose feelings at the end of the day, or you might not never lose feelings for somebody, but sometimes you lose feelings for people.
Well, I'm gonna agree to disagree with it. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna agree with it, but I'm gonna disagree with it. Like, cause I feel like that love is just something hit different about the what if. Okay, what if? What if? Shit. Okay. Yeah. But I ain't gonna be as hurt as I am as being with a person though. Like, actually, like, oh, like we had a relationship compared to what if we would have had that relationship. Like, it ain't gonna hurt as bad as the breakup. If you never really had your heart broken off being with a person for so long compared to a what if, yeah, I'm gonna be hurt off of what if, but not heartbroken off of what if. I'm not gonna be as heartbroken as I am compared to being with a person. That's all I'm trying to say. But I agree with you, but I don't. Because if you ain't never experienced heartbreak, I promise you that heartbreak is a motherfucker. It'll make you sick. It'll make you not want to eat. Like, you don't even want to talk to nobody. You just want to lay in your bed and fold the fuck up, compared to a what if. Like, you'll think about it, like, okay, it is what it is.
Yeah. I say break up because I have to have a mental funeral for them.
Facts.
Okay. This is kind of a 3-part question. So, have you ever texted someone back knowing they weren't good for you? Why?
Definitely.
And what did you need in that moment?
Definitely, and just to see if they would text back.
So I definitely have, but mine was like, I felt like I needed clarity, like clearance on why things happened the way it did. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. I've texted them multiple times when I shouldn't have. It wasn't 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. It was like blocked, add back, text, blocked. It was multiple times, but I mean, I feel like it's just a mental game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say yes because
I think
I
we
took.
just go ahead, go on. I done it, but I think I did it because of closure. Like I just needed to know why we stopped where we had.
Yeah, I'm gonna say yes because I really be wanting to know, like, do I need to move on or let me see, like, you still trying to do this or not? You see what I'm saying? So once you get that closure, like, hell yeah, I done did it a few times. You feel me? Be like, oh, I just wanted to know because, baby, I was ready to. I just really want to make sure before I sit up here and move on, and then you try to come back and be like, I'm like, well, shit, it's too late. But yeah, I have.
See, I'm gonna say yes, and then my why would be because sometimes you don't miss a person, you just miss feeling wanted. But see, me personally, I know I didn't did it because ain't no shame in my game. We all know how Marlena get down. I did it because I was bored in the moment. Hey, I needed somebody to talk to at that time, so I just did what I had to do.
Right, like literally all of that, and sometimes it's just nice to see if they're gonna have a problem with talking to you.
Okay. What's the biggest lie that people tell themselves when getting back with an ex? Such as like they've changed or the timing is
I was just
different
about to say
now.
that they
It was
changed.
bad timing back then, yeah.
I'm changed. I need to
I've
get
never done
myself
it.
together. Shit like that. I love you. Shit, that one too.
Hold on, repeat that question again.
What's the biggest lie that people tell themselves when getting back with an ex?
I'm gonna say this time will be different because what they really be meaning is I hope I'm enough this time. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm gonna be real. That's a hard ass question to really answer because people will tell all kind of fucking lies. So I'm gonna be real. I cannot answer that question. I've heard some of the craziest shit ever in my life. I'd be like, what? So I can't answer that question, but that's a tough one.
Honestly, I've never really told myself any type of lie as to like why I got back with someone or even like total lie. I just feel like for me, if I'm going back to someone, it's because I know what I'm doing. Like I know how the situation was last time, but clearly I didn't give a fuck in the moment.
Okay.
I feel like I ain't double back on nobody, but I feel like when even in the moment of like the breakup, I may not understand it then, but like the time that we're spending apart, it's like I'm getting my own clarity in that situation. So it's like, and I'm not gonna set myself up for that again.
Okay. Um, do you think that makeup relations actually fix anything, or is it just a band-aid? And be
Hell
real.
no. Hell no, that shit is
Be,
toxic. That
let's
shit
be
is
real. Does it delay the breakup or does it restart the
it de-
cycle?
it delays the breakup and it restarts the cycle. I promise you, like, cause you can argue with a motherfucker and y'all do it, and he be like, okay, all right, boom, and then it just restart the cycle too, though. Because guess what? A few days later, y'all back at the same shit that y'all was at. That shit is toxic. I've been down that road, and that shit is toxic. It's both. I'm gonna be real. It's both. Fuck that. It's toxic.
Yeah, I've done it. It's not a good thing to do. It delays a lot. I'm not gonna say it delays a breakup, because I mean y'all can break up and still do whatever. But
Yes.
it definitely delays the healing process, the wanting to get away from that person process, like all those types of things.
That
I
part.
I agree because I feel like it's just a band-aid and it repeats the cycle because at the end of the day you're doing that to avoid the hard conversation and you trying to replace communication with the relations that you're doing. But at the end of the day, when the moment fades away, the problem's still gonna be there. You still gonna have the same issues that y'all was just arguing about again. It's just delaying the issue.
Facts, especially when it's good. When it's good, it's good.
Exactly.
When it's good, it's good.
I feel like that only applies to people who catch feelings during sex.
And I feel like sometimes I'm not gonna say I did like every time, but sometimes I did. Like there's one time I definitely did. But like I feel like if you don't at some point, there is something wrong with you.
You don't what?
Eventually, like I mean, obviously if you do it one time, it's like okay, whatever, we did this, blah blah blah. But if you do it multiple times and you just can't catch feelings off of that type of thing, I feel like there's something wrong there.
No, you can love your person, but I feel like when you haven't said, don't mean you gotta catch feelings. I mean, it makes me like somebody more, but I'm not saying, oh my fucking god, like damn.
Oh
But
yeah,
that's catching feelings though, bro. Like that's catching feelings, bro. Like
right.
I don't know a person
No,
that
it's a difference between making love to your girl versus fucking
bro,
somebody
no,
and
it's
not
not.
having
It's sexual relations. It's sexual relation, period, bro.
No,
Okay,
Like
I
but
do.
no
I do
sex is
agree
gonna
with
make me.
Jordan.
Yeah,
There
no,
is
but
a
no sex,
difference
no amount
between.
of sex or how much we have sex or the feeling I get for us having sex is gonna make me stay with you because
There's a
we have good
difference
sex.
between having
you get some,
intercourse with your partner than just going out and fucking someone. There is a difference. There is.
but so
It's
that just
there's
means you ain't never had no bomb ass shit where you like, damn, I just can't let that shit go.
Oh
I
no, I
just
have. I have.
exactly. So you know what I'm talking about then, because guess
Yeah,
what,
yeah, yeah,
bro?
yeah,
I
yeah.
went back and
But
forth
if the
on and off
relationship
for
is
6
toxic, it's
years, bro.
float.
Exactly, bro. That's why I said.
If the relationship is toxic as fuck, and then sex is the best thing I ever had, I'm not staying in a relationship. What the fuck?
So you ain't never had a back and forth or on and off, on and off, on and off, on and off, on and off.
Yes, I have.
Exactly.
I never said I didn't, but at the end of the day, we're still not together. We're
But
not
I do
together.
feel like I could have that with no relations. But then again, I'm the type of person that does not just have intercourse to have fun. Like I do it for the sole purpose of knowing like that's my person. Like that's who I want to be with. So I don't relate on any part of that.
All right. So let's hear the craziest breakup reason you've ever had or experienced, or I'm sorry, you've ever heard or experienced. And I'm just going to say that chaos is welcome here.
He killed
the
me on
craziest.
TikTok.
You said
Okay, so can you repeat the
It
yeah,
question?
my bad. Sorry.
I'm sorry, Jess.
Yeah.
It's unfiltered and filtered as fuck. He killed me on TikTok. Okay.
So the question is the craziest breakup reason you've ever heard or experienced.
Um, I don't really have like a crazy breakup experience,
Somebody leaving me for their baby dad. I guess I don't know.
but I had.
Messy.
Oh, I'm be real shit. I'm not gonna answer that question because that shit get deep. So I'm definitely not gonna answer that question. But yeah, I'm gonna let y'all have that one.
I listen. The one I've heard somebody. So this breakup was because I've heard somebody say they would literally cremate them and then spread their ashes down the highway.
Damn.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh, Kendall, I don't know what y'all got going on.
No, they didn't say that to me. I heard someone else get told that.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't really know. I feel like shoot. I don't know.
I feel like my craziest breakup was the lack of communication from me and this girl, and he was an old best friend. And then he's like, I'm sorry, bro, but I'm a dater. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, I'm dating her. I'm a dater. I'm like, are you my bro? He's like, yeah, but I'm sorry, but I'm a taker. And she told me the reason why she broke up with me to be with him. She said it was because like he didn't really talk to me as much compared to him. He talks to me all day, every day, and I'm like, I'm sorry. I mean, I'm not gonna be on my phone 24/7. I mean, I have other stuff to do. And then yeah.
Anybody else got some crazy stories? No? All right. So this is where it gets quiet and honest. Why is it easier to go back to someone you know than to start fresh with someone new?
I don't got time to be telling people my fucking favorite color and my favorite food and shit like that. I don't
Okay.
do it too much.
Jordan, why was I
I'm
finna say
about
that
to get
same
serious.
thing?
We're not talking about no favorite color, no favorite food, nothing.
Where's this other color?
Well, I'ma say really what Jordan said, but if we actually had to give like a serious answer on why, I would say because the like getting to know somebody that you don't know, like I just feel like it's way scarier than somebody I already know. Somebody I didn't already dealt with, because at least with someone you know, you already understand that the hurt. Like I don't have to go through somebody I don't know pain and hurt, if that makes sense.
For me, I feel like, because I've done it multiple times, like, I feel like me going back, like, I don't know, I have anxiety. So once I attach myself to one person, I'm like, okay, this is my person. So it's hard for me to just up and leave that person. Another reason is being comfortable. And going back is much easier than starting over, because what the previous person has put you through. You know what they're capable of. The next person you don't know anything about. You have to meet the whole family. You have to start fresh and learn them as a person. They have to learn you. I just feel like being comfortable and so familiar with one thing makes it easier to go back.
I would say for me,
Emotional muscle memory. That's pretty much what you just described, Kendall. And yeah, I agree with that. Anybody? Yeah. Why is it easier to go back to someone you know than to start fresh with someone new?
because you already know that your ex partner that you already know. It takes time to trust a new person rather than the person you already know and like all about that person. There's on it, like Quan said, on and offs, but like if you have too much on and offs, it's an unhealthy relationship, honestly. So it just depends. Like
I feel like, well, the only reason I kept coming back is because, I mean, it was like my safe space. It was like where I knew him for 7 years, and that's the only reason why I kept coming back. But now I don't give a fuck.
Why is it easier to go back to someone you know than to start fresh with someone new?
Comfortability. Being comfortable. Being comfortable, not wanting to start over, not wanting to tell nobody your favorite colors or share all your privacy with them. Because when you start over with a person, you got to really get to know them from scratch. You got to get personal with them. You got to learn things about them. You got to learn your do's and they don'ts. Like, that is kind of hard, but yeah, being comfortable. That, like, I'm just going to say comfortable because people get comfortable, like, really comfortable.
I'm going to say that getting, like all of you kind of touched on, starting off with someone new is exhausting. You have to go through all the get to knowing each other again, and explaining the things that you like, and hearing what they like. And like you guys all said, is it's the comfortability of staying with somebody that you already know because of that emotional muscle memory. You're comfortable, you already know them, you know how they work, they know how you work. So I agree with you guys on that.
I want to say, and this is me being like very vulnerable right now. I'm very codependent, very, very codependent, and this stems from my addiction and my addictive personality. So like if I'm with someone, it's very hard to let go, whether it be just I'm mentally already checked out, emotionally checked out. I'm very codependent and I like need to feel like I need to be with someone. When I don't, I'm okay by myself. So going back to someone I knew, I don't have to, someone who knows me, I don't have to learn new things. Mommy. Yes, love. I will edit this out. No, baby, leave it alone, please. I don't have to go back to someone like I'll go back to someone that I know. But starting off with something new, it's like that codependency, like that grows faster than, especially if we're texting at the every day at the beginning and we're like it grows faster than love grows. If that makes sense, if you anyone understands me. So it's that codependency, that attachment, that I have daddy issues. Everyone knows that. And so it's like that I need I want to feel loved, but I just don't know how to love properly again.
That makes complete sense. Do you think that people really change, or do we just hope they do? And what does real change even look like?
I'm gonna say that people honestly can change, but only when they want to. And they're not gonna change because you stayed, and they're not gonna change because you loved harder. They have to change within themselves, and they have to change for themselves because they want to change and be a better person.
Anybody else?
I feel like they can change. Like Marlena said, it's about if they want to or not. Like there's nothing you can say or do to make somebody want to do that. It has to be something that comes within. But I do think they can change or like grow.
Yeah, I definitely agree. People can change, but I feel like in my experiences, people cannot change. Like, I've wanted people to change multiple times. People cannot change just because you want them to.
Facts.
I agree with Kendall. People can change, but not because you want them to. Like that's what I agree with her on. They have to do it because they want to and they're willing. And also, um, it takes time. Like it's not like something that is just, oh, I went to therapy for 2 days, now I'm changed. No, it goes it goes over a period of time, and also even if it's not therapy, like sitting with yourself and recognizing and taking accountability. And yeah, they may still fuck up, but just having a conversation and be like, yo, like this is not okay. And yeah,
Honestly, I really don't like the word change. I feel like I don't want you to change who you are because obviously that's you're the person who I feel for and I want to be with, and you're the person that matters to me. I just want to like I would say improve. Like I want to see you grow into a better version of yourself, not just for me, but for yourself as well. Like I'll support you, encourage you, like walk by your side through it all. Honestly, but I would never ask someone not to be who they are. If that's you, then we're just not meant to be. Real love isn't about changing someone. It's about what wanting like better for them and believing they have the capability to do so.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to agree to disagree. I feel like I mean, I agree with it a little bit, but if you have like narcissistic ways, if you're just a miserable person or even a cheating ass like hoe, I mean, I feel like I want you to change. You need to change. I don't care if that's who you are. Like, you need to change. That's not positive. It's not good at all.
I'm gonna agree with you, and I'm gonna agree with Jordan. The only reason why I'm gonna agree with Jordan because if you're gonna change, change because you want to change. Don't change because of me. Don't
Exactly.
change because you want to. You see what I'm saying? Because some people be like, "Oh, you want me to change?" Yeah, but change because you want to change. How the
That's
hell
why I
motherfucker look
said.
at me and be like, "I'm
That's
gonna
why I
change
said
because of you"?
I agree with a little bit of what he was saying because I mean some of it is right in certain to a certain extent.
Here's another deep one. What's one thing a breakup taught you that actually changed you? Not what hurt you, but what helped you grow.
I think mine is I can finally be at peace and focus on myself and my kids.
I learned that consistency matters more than words, and that love without clarity is just a whole bunch of confusion.
Mm.
Can you repeat the question for me?
Sure. What's one thing a breakup taught you that actually changed you? So not what hurt you, but what helped you to grow.
Nothing. Honestly, I have no response for that because I feel like actually the only thing that's happened between the relationship I've been in now technically has been almost 4 years. But before that, I feel like I was just very immature. Um, the only thing it ever really taught me was the way to mature in a relationship, but that was it. Like anything else, nothing because I'm still my true self. Like, yeah.
One thing a breakup taught you that actually changed you. Not what hurt you, but what helped you to grow.
I can't answer that. I ain't gonna lie to you. I cannot answer that.
That's all right. All right, let's go to what's a green flag that you ignored because the red flag was a lot more fun.
All of them. All of them.
I don't get that
All
question.
of
I
them
really
for
don't get
sure.
it. Why would I ignore a green flag? I don't get it.
I understand it
What?
because for me, I would say I ignored like having peace, like peace being a green flag because I liked how chaos felt more exciting to me. Like, and that sounds so stupid and just dumb, but like at the moment, it just was what it was.
I definitely agree with Marlena. Like, uh, I'm not gonna say yeah. A green flag that I've ignored was definitely like peace. Like she said, I've gotten with someone just because I was like, hey, I'm alone. I haven't been in a relationship for forever. Let me just hop right into this one. And let me tell you, it did not turn out great.
And to go back to my all of them, because I don't know, I've said this multiple times. I see red flags as red roses sometimes, and I'm just like, oh, so pretty. And maybe I can change them. And maybe this will be good for me. And the chaos, the antics, and it's just
Mhm.
not what I wanted at all. And it's just like, well, next time I'm gonna go for the green flag.
I would have to agree with like the chaos. I feel like sometimes I like a little toxic to like spice up the relationship, but I feel like um you don't really get to control like how far somebody else toxicness will go.
Hmm.
I'm gonna agree with that. Most definitely. I'm gonna agree with both y'all on that note.
Yeah, there is the saying that, the good guys always sit on the sidelines while the bad boys always get the girl, or whatever the saying is. So you guys completely explained all of that. Why do we romanticize toxic behavior? And is it passion? And I know you guys said some of this. It's just the chaos dressed up as love.
I feel like for me, I grew up around it, so that's what I knew. Like, I've watched people go through the toxic, the abuse, like all of that. So it's like, okay, if that's love for them, that's love for me.
Hmm.
And that's what I thought all this time. It's not.
It's the thrill for me. It's the rush that it gives. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but is it healthy? Hell no. No.
But it's fun.
It is
Yeah,
fun,
it
and I
can.
also
I'm not
It
gonna
can.
say
Look, look, look.
it's
It
fun
can
for a
be
minute.
fun. It can be for a minute. Like, when you first start doing it, it's like
Yes.
that
But
adrenaline that you get, the thrill that you get out of it. But when it started to get
after
out of
that,
hand, you just
it's
like, what the fuck?
exhausting. It's
Yeah.
exhausting, it's
Mm.
childish, and it's not okay.
I feel like a little toxic is okay. Because it is. I feel like it is the thrill of it, but there should be lines that's drawn when it comes down to it, like lines we're not going
Hmm.
to cross, and because that makes it go from being fun to exhausting like very quickly, and it's like, okay, you're come on now. But like I said, I feel like it gives like a little oomph to the relationship sometimes.
All right. If someone leaves you once, should they get a second chance?
It depends. It
Yeah,
depends.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
Like,
like then
say
if you
it
was mad
definitely
about them
depends.
it
leaving or not.
depends.
It depends on what you left me for and the reason. Because if you leave me for
Hmm.
somebody else, hell no, I ain't fucking with you.
Exactly.
If you leave me for
Yeah.
Exactly.
somebody else, no.
Yeah, it depends.
Yeah,
All right.
I gotta agree with.
You was trying to slide a trick question around, wasn't you? You was trying to be tricky with that question, wasn't you?
Yeah, I gotta
Yeah,
agree
you was
with
trying to get out.
everybody else.
Where I've taken people back, but they've never left me for someone else. They're
Mhm.
always like, "There's no one else like you out here." Blah 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 blah. I
See,
tried.
see, but
Don't
that you
feel
gotta be
right.
careful.
And I'm like, okay, and I went right back.
But yeah, look, I gotta agree with everybody else on there, and only if they can like come back with accountability too, like not
Mm.
excuses for stuff that can happen in the past. Like you gotta take account.
Is it okay to test text your ex just to see if they respond? And what does the response actually mean?
Yes, I feel like it's okay. I feel like I have done it before, but it was depending on like the circumstance. Like if I wasn't done with them, and I feel like we might can fix it. We just might have needed some time apart. I'm gonna send that text. That then when you respond, I'll be like, okay, they still feeling me too. Shit, let's call it quits and start over or something.
No, I was just saying what they said was legit. That's all I was saying.
Okay, sorry, but like I was trying to say, honestly feel like it's human. At the end of the day, be honest about why you're doing it. Like, be honest with yourself, like on why you're doing it. Because if their reply can ruin your peace, then you obviously not healed yet. Like, you shouldn't even be doing all that. So you just really gotta be honest to yourself about why you're doing it.
But only if you can have that conversation, like Marlena had said. You got to be actually healed to have that conversation with them. If you can have that conversation with them, like, hell yeah, I'll send that text message just to see, like, hey, you want to talk for a second. But other than that, like, if you're not healed, hell no, please don't send that text message.
Cause you never know what you're gonna say to that person.
I also feel like it depends on what I'm texting to. Cause I feel like even if I'm done with the situation, but I don't wish like no bad on you or nothing, I could just be texting just to check on you. You know, like I'm just checking just because I genuinely want to know that you're okay. That's about it. But after this, I'm going back to not saying anything until I feel like I want to check on you. Like maybe you was on my mind for whatever reason. I just sent the text, but it's not that I mean to re we go back and do anything or for us to start over in that way was just I wish you the best type.
Okay. So, what counts as a real breakup versus just taking space?
The words "I'm done," it's broke, like this is over. And then if you like the way you word it or the closure you get, like if you guys are talking, you guys get closure, or the "I'm done, I'm not the person for you," that's a breakup. And then like for at least for me, and then the just taking space is like I need some time, give me a little bit. I have to give me some time. Like just it's just how it's verbiage how you say it. For me at
I
least.
agree.
Yeah,
I
I
exactly.
agree.
I agree with
I feel
that.
like I feel like for me it depends on what like if we break up and it's not like we broke up but we still dealing with each other or whatever. I don't feel like we really like broke up. I'ma know you needed the space even though you may not have said it. Versus if we break up and everybody start doing them and we doing other people. Well, we broke up.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely feel like with a breakup, like Kay said, the words you use, it's over, we're done, whatever. And then if you have like no reason or no what's it called? What is the word? I don't know, no reason to like rekindle that relationship. And also like the biggest said where you feel free to date others. But yeah, I mean like the breakup is where you're just like, I'm done. We're done.
I don't know, cause sometimes y'all I be done. I just be done in that moment, but then I come back and be like, okay, I'm not done. I'm not done. Hold
Right.
on.
And that's part of you that's where the taking a break comes into play. You think you're done, but
No,
really you're taking a
no,
break.
no, because that's giving off a
Right,
false
so
narrative. That's giving
that's
off
what I was
false
gonna say.
narrative
Because
when you
if you
tell a person.
saying you're done, and
Yeah,
if
you're
you're
Yeah,
going
done.
off
but
of the verbiage in that way, if I say I'm done, then you're gonna think I'm done, and like, hold on, I actually just needed to take a couple of days and let me breathe, and okay,
well
we
then
could do this again. You know,
that's where your choice of words come into play.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
sometimes I
I
be
feel like
talking off of emotion
right.
versus logical in that moment.
I feel like as for me, if I say like we're completely done. There's no coming back from this. We're not getting back together. Like, I'm done. And you can count on it. Like, that's how I am.
yeah, man. But yeah,
I feel like
I definitely felt that though. Like you feel
yeah,
what I'm saying? Like so I can definitely dig what she said, but I feel like giving off a false narrative means if you say you done, then be done. But if you say you need space, take your little space, go get in your bubble. But when you ready, pop that motherfucking call my phone. Don't sit and tell a person
Exactly.
you done
hmm
and then you want to walk back in. Like that's like playing with a person. Like I ain't no doll that you can just put on the shelf and play with it and then put it back when you're done with it. Like, no, because bro, people really got feelings. People really be hurt behind certain stuff.
Going off of that, what you kind of just said is it worse to get ghosted or breadcrumbed, dragged along?
I'd rather get ghosted than to get drugged along. I'm just gonna be don't drag me on. If you know you don't want me, bro, it's somebody else out here that do. If this ain't what you want, bye. Go ahead. Like don't to string a person along, I feel like that's fucking top manipulation type shit. You know you didn't want me, but you gonna string me along and drag me through the dirt and then break my heart at the end. Now that's some fucked up shit.
Oh, yeah. I'd rather be ghosted.
Yeah,
So, with being ghosted, I feel like in that moment, the hurt is there immediately. Like, you're you're feeling the hurt that you need to feel to heal. And then when you're being strung along, it's just a slow pain. Like, you know it's going to come to an end eventually. You don't know what's going on. You're stuck clueless. And it's just like, I'd rather you just fucking ghost me than string me along and have me looking dumb in the end.
I'd
Good.
rather be ghosted 100%. I feel like you straight up on people, that means you ain't shit.
Yeah, I agree with you guys that I would rather be ghosted than dragged along. Don't mess with my feelings. Don't mess with my head.
Okay.
Next question is. Oh, go ahead, Marlena. You're back. Go ahead.
Oh no, I wasn't gonna say nothing. I was just gonna say like I just agree with everybody. That's all I had to say.
Should you ever stay friends with an ex, or is it just unfinished business pretending to be maturity?
Fuck no, there is no reason for you to be friends with an ex. I don't give a flying fuck. Because if I was to ever bring my partner around and I'm hanging with my quote unquote friend, but I used to be fucking on that person, I used to love that person, I feel like that's so disrespectful for my new partner. And the same way goes for them, because what the fuck? I
See,
let that shit slide
Well,
one time. Yeah, get the fuck out of here. I'm not doing that shit again.
honestly,
that's what. My bad, Kendall. Go ahead.
I feel like, so for me, listen, I dated someone in the past and then they broke up with me, so I was like, I was not petty, but I was like, their friend wanted to talk to me, so okay, got with their friend, whatever. But they were still friends in the time, so it was like, obviously I gotta hang around this person, so I was like, okay, friends, whatever, hey, yeah, bye. But I feel like sometimes it is okay to, depending on how your relationship was before you started dating. But other than that, I feel like if y'all just remain friends for nothing, it's like, why? There's no reason.
Yeah. So that I'm gonna have to agree but disagree only because no shade. I am friends with one of my exes, but listen. I say only if the feelings like are completely gone and it's like not buried, not managed, but like completely gone. Like no feeling like I can look
Mm-hmm.
at you and not even have a sexual like
No, I
nothing
agree.
about you, like just all like fully gone. See, like, but I can understand like, okay, if I'm dating somebody that has a kid with somebody else, then okay, I would want you to have a healthy relationship with your baby mother because no toxicity around here. So that's why I say I have to agree but disagree because it just depends on the situation. Like with me, like all feelings are gone. Like I could look at this person and not have no type of thoughts about them inside of my head whatsoever. See that I feel like that's the stuff you gotta kind of look at. But that's just me personally.
Fuck no, I don't give a fuck.
That's that. See, I feel like that. Like, okay, everybody has their own opinions, whatever. But I definitely agree with what Marlena said. You can definitely still remain friends. Now, for me, not my preference. My man, bitch, hell no. Who do you think you are?
Beat that ass. Fuck.
Right.
Exactly.
So for me to say yeah, like, it's kind of like me going based off of other people. I've seen other people do it, but me, I could never be mature enough. I would never be grown enough to allow my man to do that.
You know what it is? I'm gonna tell you the exact thing. Y'all don't know the difference between friends and acquaintance. Y'all treat your acquaintance like friends. When I think of friends, I mean like we hang out, we talk to each other, like if not every day, every other day. You know what I mean? Like you
It could
know
be
about the shit I'm
possible.
going through. Like you know what I mean? Those are friends. Acquaintances are people. I have conversations here and there. Da da da. You could be like a very very far acquaintance. You know what I mean? Ain't no beef or nothing. But to say you're my fucking friend, fuck no, boy.
No, see, I know the difference between friends and acquaintances. Like, I feel like it is very possible for you to be friends with an ex. It is. But like,
I agree. I think that it's a possibility for people to be friends with their ex. But I also do agree that I feel like in most cases it would be like an acquaintance type thing. It ain't no beef, no love lost or whatever. But you gotta keep your distance for sure.
You heard me?
See, Jordan, like And I'm not trying to debate, but like that's just like, for instance, you having
Alright,
a child and you being like, kind of, well, like you said, that would kind of be a.
that's different though. Y'all have a child. I'm not gonna ever be
See,
jealous or feel some type of
that's
way when
what
there's a
I'm more
child is
so
born.
saying. Like, I would be cool with like you had a child with that person. Of course, I would want you to be friends with your baby mother. Like, no toxicity, like I said. But like also, I feel like I said before, like as long as it ain't nothing in your head or my head to like where it's like intimacy or all of that, then I feel like it's cool. But now I'm not just saying like my man finna be out here friends with all his exes. I'm not saying that, but
What's the question?
The question was, should you ever stay friends with an ex, or is it just unfinished business pretending to be maturity?
I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real with you. Like, I feel like if that's your ex and you with somebody else, like, I'm gonna be real with you. You just gotta let it go. Once you're in a relationship with somebody else, you gotta let it go because am I gonna be friends with my ex and you gonna be friends with your ex? Like, what was the point of y'all breaking up if y'all gonna be friends? If y'all didn't work in a relationship, what make you think y'all
Exactly.
should work in a friendship? Like, and I
Hmm.
had to get it took me a long time to learn this, and I'm like, why the fuck you want to be my friend and we didn't work in a relationship? But you want to be my friend though? Like, no, somebody got some intention somewhere. It might not be you, or it might be the other party, or it might not be the other party. It might be you. So I'm gonna say you gotta let it go. You gotta
I
let it
don't
go.
agree. I feel like sometimes people are better off as friends than in a relationship.
But how? If a person sat here and dogged you the fuck out in a relationship, right? So you mean tell me they're gonna treat you better as a friend?
It's time
That's
to
Yes.
move on. It's
yeah.
honestly, it's time to move on. I
Man,
mean,
let me tell you something. When a person show you who they is, take them for who they are. Like,
hmm
I'm just gonna be real with you. And I done had a few exes. They be like, "Oh, we're gonna be friends," and then they don't hear what they like. Next thing you know, they're like, "Oh, you ugly," or "Oh, you this," or you that." Oh, I knew you was gonna come out and say something. The moment you don't hear what you like, I promise you they're gonna have something bad or negative to say the moment. Oh, do you miss me? No. Like, come on, bro. We ain't on that. I'm trying to be your friend here. But when they cross that line and they hear what they don't want to hear, they gonna say something out their mouth that's real ugly, and you gonna be looking like, but damn, I thought you was trying to be my friend. No, bro, come on, bro. I done dealt with these situations and been put in these situations. That's why I'm saying that. Maybe everybody not like that, but shit, I ain't seen it work yet. I'm just being real. I ain't seen it work yet. So until I see it with my own two eyes that we can be actually friends and not bring up our past and talk about it and be like, well, you did this or you did that. Why are we talking about this if we friends?
exactly.
I'm gonna I'm gonna put my 2 cents in here. Um, I am still friends with two of my exes. These were very long term relationships. Um, one was 7 years and one was 10 years. And I'm gonna say friends because we still talk to this day. My family absolutely adores these two people. The breakup didn't, it wasn't a bad breakup. It was a mutual, we just kind of fell out of love for each other. So there's no reason that there would be any, you know, that
Okay,
we
so
wouldn't be able to have a friendship. And to this day, and this is over uh, 15 years later, I'm still friends with them.
that's
My
different
family
though.
still talks with them. They still get invited to, family gatherings and whatnot. And I, I don't know. I think it depends on the reason for the breakups in the first place
Mm-hmm.
and how the breakups went down.
Exactly. So I was finna say that. Like, you see how you say y'all didn't end, but imagine ending on bad terms with a person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
when you end on that bad term, ain't nothing good gonna come out of that because I'm gonna always look at you like, damn, I can't believe you really did me like that. Like, yeah, I forgave you, but I ain't forgot what you did to me. You see what I'm saying? Like, bro,
Mm-hmm.
my ex ain't invited to the cookout. I wish she was. I'm like, who invited her? Who invited her to this cookout? Either she gonna leave or I'm gonna leave. Oh, don't be like that. Y'all don't know what this girl put me through. Y'all don't know what she did to me, but you ended on a good turn. So if y'all end on good terms and y'all can be friends, yeah. But if you ended with that toxic shit and it's always something, man, let that shit go, man. Like, I'm just gonna be real with
Mm-hmm.
you.
Yeah, I agree with that part. But I think, like I said, I think it can be done depending on, you know. All right, let's see. Story time. Tell the story of the one that got away versus the one that should have stayed away.
Ooh, Shabby. Nah.
Wait, sorry, what was the question?
I want to hear y'all's story. So the first one I want to hear is tell me the story of the one that got away versus the one that should have stayed away.
I feel like my person is both of them. The person who got away, and then I feel like that she's definitely both of them. Like I feel like she got away because I feel like out of all my relationships, she definitely treated me how I wanted to be treated, and she made me like improve as a individual. But I feel like she should have definitely stayed away because it was the most heartbreaking relationship I ever had, and I feel like I'm still recovering the relationship in a way. I could say I could definitely move on, even though like I don't want to, but I feel like if you knew you were gonna leave in a way, you should have just never came.
Now
See,
that I have
Jordan.
a second. Oh wait. Oh, go ahead.
No. Okay, you can go first. My bad.
I agree with Jordan. My person would be both of them, and it's because we were best friends, and a lot of the things that happened should not have happened. And yeah, I can't. No,
But yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with Jordan and Kay because mine's just the same person as well. I feel like that person did teach me like a lot of things that I probably wouldn't have known. So they did teach me a lot, like what stuff could be, but then they also showed me like what love shouldn't be at the same time. Like if you knew that you couldn't love me properly and you disguised it, if that makes sense, then you should have just stayed far away from me. So that's why I say that person got away, but at the same time, they should have stayed away if they tried to come back into my life and try to do the same thing over, if that makes sense.
see, I understood the question differently. I understood the question as like the person who got away, and then the person who just like I should have just let them like not even get close to me. So, but yeah, that's still gonna it's still gonna be the same person.
Can you repeat that question again though? Like so I can really understand it.
Tell the story of the one that got away versus the one that should have stayed away.
I'm gonna say my ex and my boy's mom, like real shit. She really showed me real genuine love. Like I can't even cap you down. She was a real big sweetheart. But I was just young. I was in the streets. I wasn't ready. Like I was just I was young. Like I wasn't. And my ex, that's toxic. Toxic. Like I should have stayed away, but I didn't. Like, bro, like I left state, everything. Like I should have stayed away, and everybody's like, "What?" Like I just could not let go, and this take me back to a few questions on like yeah, the toxic shit, man. Like the toxic shit. Like yeah,
All right. Here's a fun one. What's the wildest message an ex ever sent you after the breakup?
I will read y'all the message out loud because I showed Kendall the other day, but I don't feel like reading it. But it was basically just about a long paragraph about how much I meant to them, how much they missed me, and how no one compared after they already chose not to stay and not to love me properly. Like this person sent a whole paragraph on how they could change just for me, and it's just like we've been through this same cycle over and over again. I didn't took you back how many times and we still can't get it together. So that paragraph was just needed. And y'all wanna know what I did when I got it? Left them on scene because I'm not finna explain to you over and over again about how you couldn't love me properly and how you made me feel invalid. So when I got that, I laughed, showed it, and left them on red.
Mine was we had a conversation and we basically broke up and we did our thing. Da da da. I went away. I drove back home. She's gonna text me. Why would you let me go so easily? If you're pressing the fact that you want to leave me and you want to break up, you know what I mean? That means you don't want me. Why would I force myself to stay somewhere that I'm not wanted or needed? Y'all females like, let me not say that. Some females like to play games and be like, they want to test it and this, that, and the third. Like, you brought me down. You made me drive all the way to you to have that conversation and like, you left it. Like, why are you playing games? If you really want me, I showed my love and my affection to you and I give you reassurance. You want to play these games and want somebody to fucking play fucking duck and goose and shit, whatever fuck game is called.
The gaslighting is real on that one.
Shit, like.
Anybody else?
Think of which one's worse. If it's well, not worse, but like weirdest, funniest. Like one was uh, it was like days after we stopped talking, stopped communicating. Like we would only communicate about our child at the time, and out of nowhere it was like, "Hey, how you doing? I'm fine." And then it was like, "Hey, I got these two bags if you still want them." At the time, I was an addict, so that's the one.
Oh.
And then the other one was like, "So am I still your daddy?"
Oh.
So yeah, the weirdest thing, like I just looked at them both and left them on red, but it's just like, what? Like of all the things like someone can tell you, those are the things that you like, what? Like, yeah.
All right, this is going to be our last question for the night. Have you ever gotten back with someone and instantly regretted it? How long did it take to realize?
Yeah, it's probably like fucking 24 hours.
All the time.
Yeah, definitely. It took me about a good, y'all know I'm a little special, so it took me about, I want to say, a day and a half, and I feel like it came from realizing like I had outgrown the version of myself that tolerated things, and then going back just showed me that healing isn't just about missing someone less. It's about respecting yourself. Like I want to respect myself more than any relationship because to what I look like. And yeah.
Anyone else have any input on that?
When your friends say don't go back on somebody, don't go back on that person.
Yes, listen to your friends,
Exactly.
guys.
If this episode taught us anything, it's that leaving is hard, but staying can be harder. We don't go back because we're weak, we go back because we're human. So whether you're healing, blocking, unblocking, or just watching the typing bubble disappear, you're not alone. Thank you to our panel for being real, reckless, and honest tonight. And to everyone listening, protect your peace. And remember, don't answer that text, but always stay unfiltered. Thank you guys for being here.